This just in, President Donald Trump has just declassified documents that prove what we knew all along. You're gay. This is Lauren.
Hello.
And I'm Joshua, and you're listening to Working Crass Podcast, and we are joined, as always, by our good friend Byron. How's it feel, Byron, to be back on Working Crass Podcast after 6 months?
Shalom. It feels good. It's been 6 months?
No, probably
No
not.
way.
I think it's been like 5 months, though. I think
has been a while.
A while.
It has been a while.
It's been a damn while.
It's because you got banished for a while. We exiled you.
Banished.
Yeah.
Well, so Byron got banished from the podcast for a while because he was trying to tell our fans that my heart goes out to you.
Mm-hmm.
He kept trying to do this gesture where his heart goes out to you. And, people really did not they took it the wrong way. This is the problem. And, I tried to defend him. I said, look, Byron does Nazi salutes all the time. I know when it's a Nazi salute versus when it's my heart goes out to you.
Yeah, that's his
this
tick.
That's his tick.
Yeah. Von Schleswig.
He can't help it.
That looked pretty.
This is a new rule.
In the monitor, it looks pretty good, actually.
Look, I do have a new rule about this podcast. We talked about this the last time because we almost started the podcast just making fun of Chinese people hardcore right out. We have to game the algorithm a little bit. So that means the first 10 to 15 minutes of the podcast, we got to be very, very, very clean and not say cunt and not say not talk about Jews and not all of this stuff that we normally do. We just have to be very clean and then save it for the end. At the end, it can be we can all have a competition who can tell the best slur.
Okay.
That sounds fun?
Yeah, sounds great.
That's how we'll finish the episode. Who could say the slur the loudest? Well, let's talk about what's going on in the world. And I guess I first wanted to pull up, because I thought it was so funny, this is the former presidential portrait of Donald Trump when he was first president in 2016. And I say it's a very nice image, right? Mm-hmm. He's got a pretty smile. He seems really happy. Have you guys seen the new one?
I have.
No,
Yeah,
I have not.
Lauren, you have not?
I have not.
The new presidential portrait.
Is
for
it just
Donald
his
Trump.
mugshot?
No, it's not his mugshot,
No.
but it's kind of similar to his mugshot,
is,
actually.
Because he should just do like a Frank Sinatra thing where his next portrait is his mugshot and that gets hung in Italian restaurants all over America.
Well, baby, that's life. When Trump is your president. This is the new one right here. Which is it's almost like he's like auditioning to be in the WEF.
Yeah.
Like he wants to be part of the evil group of, I don't know, this is spooky.
The lighting is when you take a flashlight and hold it under your chin
I'm
before you tell a scary
He's
story.
going to tell a scary, yeah.
I'm like this.
Now gather around, kids. I'm going to tell you about the train from hell.
And I know people are always...
Kill you.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you a scary story about how they stole the Panama Canal from us and we're getting it back.
There was this one land called Greenland, and it's snowing.
Gather around, children. I have a story to tell. A story of betrayal and libtards.
It does look like they just asked AI to create a presidential portrait.
But you know how they have like the day one President Obama picture where he looks like young and strapping, and then they like last day where he kind of looks older and like aged.
Yep.
This is like he just looks angrier. He just looks like spookier.
Well, I mean,
Day one, this will be in history books where Glenn, get out of the way, please. I'm trying to do visual humor here, okay? His day one picture is going to be like super. Hey, everything's looking great.
Kids.
And the last picture is fuck the lips. It's so angry.
There's like
it's
this
spooky.
His last picture, there's like flames.
I mean,
it's like campfire. I'm going to tell you a campfire story about how they tried to assassinate me at a rally.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Where if somebody's tried to kill you multiple times, you might be a little angry in your next photo.
That's right. I guess this photo is kind of like, try it again, bitch. See what
it's
happens.
definitely kind of vengeful look.
It's kind of I'll nuke you look. Maybe this is like kind of a message to other world leaders too.
Yeah,
Just
I
like
mean, probably.
Look at me, motherfucker. He should have like a fucking bling, like some chain and
Like
everything.
A clock on there.
A fucking do-rag. I'll clock you, bitch.
He should have like a Rambo bandana tied around his head.
A rainbow bandana.
Not a rainbow bandana, a Rambo.
Oh, sorry. And then this is JD Vance's, which I mean,
Oh, that was zoomed in. I was about to say, I was like, it looks very strange zoomed in.
It looks very strange. His eyes. He looks like a AI robot.
He looks kind of robotic there.
I am your vice president. Yeah, it's very crazy. Something in the eyes. Very robotic.
Well, it's the eyeliner.
And
it's emphasizing.
It's very
it's emphasizing.
Too. Like I always remember, like Gavin McInnes would talk about like going into Fox News and doing like things there, and how like they're all getting like makeup done. He's like, I'm not getting no fucking makeup. What
I'm
the
not
fuck?
gay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I would never listen to the founder of the Proud Boys.
Neither would I.
Byron, this podcast, we are super woke. You don't know
I will
that.
not go to censored.tv or Compound Censored and watch his show.
You don't know that we talked about this also last time. Now that the president is Trump, everything we do on this podcast has to be like we're a contrarian podcast.
Yeah.
We have to be contrarian to the power.
Yeah.
So I think that this man is the devil.
He is literally Hitler.
Literally Hitler. And you know what? So does this guy that I actually found earlier. This guy also thinks that Trump is a big danger to the world, and he's going to do something about it. And this is something that I recommend to our listeners as well. If you feel passionate about what's going on in politics, get out there and fucking do something about it.
Get out there and make it talk.
Yeah, put your money where your mouth is.
Like this guy. Check him out. Oh, wait. Let me give him a voice first. Let me give him a platform first, if you know what I mean, cuz.
Platform this.
Let me platform this motherfucker.
Is Scarlett Kelly, and I am officially declaring war on the Republican Party. If you are a Republican on TikTok and you want to interact with me, you deserve to die. Oh. You deserve to be shot. You deserve whatever suffering could possibly come to you. If you are a Republican and try to start any of that kind of nonsense with me in person, you will lose your life. This is war. I am not joking.
You will lose your
It's
life.
done. You are not an American anymore. You're out.
You're out.
Off the list.
Bye-bye.
In fashion, one day you're in, the next day you're out.
You're out. Don't even come around me. You will lose your life. I will take your life, honey.
Man, this guy needs some Head and Shoulders.
This is finally the kids are fucking passionate about something. He doesn't wait. Head and Shoulders. Where's the dandruff? I don't. You mean
His hair needs to be shampooed? It looks like it's just like
he needs conditioner.
Yeah, no, that's right, dude. He needs conditioner. I don't even use shampoo.
To be fair, he probably does need Head and Shoulders
Shampoo is
too.
bullshit. Let's just can we go off on this?
Yeah,
shampoo
go off.
is
Okay,
bullshit.
go off.
Pop off.
It's bullshit, dude. I only use conditioner.
You only use conditioner?
Yep.
That means you're just adding oils constant. You're never washing
And my
the
hair
oils
never
out.
looked better. You said it today, dude.
I didn't say it's never looked better. I said it looked good.
Yeah.
I didn't say it's never looked better.
Yeah, dude. I think they make men's shampoo make you lose your hair.
It makes you lose hair.
That actually doesn't make
crazy
any
claim.
sense because then you wouldn't
Makes
be
you-
using
exactly.
shampoo.
You couldn't buy more shampoo for the hair that you lost.
But then they sell the shampoo as this grows your hair back thicker and lusher and more voluminous.
Yeah, that's true.
That
and
is
so people
true.
keep
That's
trying to
true.
buy more of it to do that.
That is
Yeah.
true.
You might be onto something. It's like how they put the chemicals in the food to make you like addicted to it.
I do think that it takes too much of the natural oils out of the shampoo.
Oh, it absolutely.
You're not
My hair
supposed to
looks
do it-
like whenever I do shampoo it looks like shit. It looks terrible. And I used to do No-Poo. When I first moved here, I did No-Poo. Did
Yeah.
not poop for a
Yeah,
year.
I'm like no fat.
No, I didn't use shampoo. I didn't use shampoo or no, I did use conditioner.
I didn't poop for 5 months. It didn't do shit for my hair. Didn't do anything to my hair.
But it upset my stomach like, oh hell.
The first like month was rough, but
Yeah.
then after that, I would just use like baking soda and water mixed together and apple cider vinegar to condition my hair. I did that for like a year and a half.
I'm sure that there's, I've heard good things about No-Poo, but I like some poo.
Yeah, and everybody needs just
I'm
like
doing the
little.
some poo thing.
Yeah.
I'll reuse, because it recommends that you wash, you scrub it, you rinse it, and then you repeat. You got to wash, rinse, and repeat. But I'll just do it once, and then I'll skip a day.
I'll just do the repeat.
I don't even do the initial poo. I do the repeat poo. All right, let's hear what else this guy has to say.
Come on. We're going to start giving you the coal in the form of massive stones on top of a slab of wood on top of you. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
That smile.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. But again, I love to see young people getting passionate.
Yeah.
I wish our listeners and anybody who even hates the podcast would get this passionate about it.
Get out there.
Get out
protest.
there. Yeah.
Hit people.
Yeah, I admire the ambition, because it's hard to be on the front lines of battle when you're suffering from a severe vitamin D deficiency. So
Yeah, that is true.
I
that's
don't
like
think
real
You
commitment.
would know.
I would know. I suffer from one myself.
Yes, that is right. He needs some turmeric.
He does. He does.
He doesn't need to kill any Republicans. He needs turmeric.
I think you need some testosterone.
Honestly, a B12 and a magnesium in the morning do this person a world of wonder.
He needs to fix those eyebrows, honey.
Guy is obviously not on Zen. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah. No, he's on Zam.
Yeah, dude.
No Zins, all Zams. Yeah, I don't know. This is a pretty crazy thing to record yourself saying on the internet, too.
Right.
If you're going to threaten to kill people, you're just going to put your phone up on a tripod or whatever and go like, yo, half the country, it's on site with you, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Man, I saw a LinkedIn post today, and I was like so close to commenting, but I was like, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
But like LinkedIn of all places.
Why
like,
LinkedIn? Why are people posting their political shit on
I
LinkedIn?
don't fucking care.
I deleted my LinkedIn because I don't want anybody to be able to find me.
I hate having it.
From this podcast. Actually, that's another thing I challenge our listeners. Find me. I have done everything I can to try not to be found through this podcast. If you're the first listener to find me, you could be a guest on our podcast. We will zoom you in if you don't live around here. If you do live around here, show up. Knock on the door. You found me.
I think this is a can of worms you do not want to open.
Our new challenge, the Working Crass Weekly Challenge. Your challenge this week. Find me.
This is the hashtag Stalk Me Challenge.
Can you dox me, baby?
If you guys need help, let me know.
I'll tell you who he is.
I can find him for you.
I know where he lives. I'll tell you. And you don't got to pay me neither. Just from the kindness of my own heart.
Yeah. Just buy me a pack of Skittles or something.
But I do like after his declaration of war, or their declaration of war, or her declaration of war, that they did wish us a nice day.
Their username is Scarlet Blossom.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've been shot by Scarlet Blossom.
Yeah.
Death at the hands of Scarlet Blossom.
It is very interesting to me that like the like trans people. I'm assuming this person's trans.
Really? I think this is a straight cis man who has no testosterone.
Yeah. Because it's just like you're so aggressive, you know? And it's just like, I don't know too many women that are like that aggressive.
Even Libs of TikTok, what this is posted on, it says he's declaring war. Libs of TikTok would never misgender someone.
Never.
There's no way. It's got to be a he.
Can we get a Snopes on that? Can we find out if that's
Snopes?
Isn't that the
What are you, some kind of communist?
just to know if they
Is Snopes the thing on like like on a sniper rifle? No, that's a scope.
That's a
Yeah,
scope.
that's a scope.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's got his scopes
I
on
believe
us.
I believe Snopes is where you go to fact check. And they're
Oh, I see.
like, this claim true.
It used to be, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's biased too.
Yeah, I'm sure everything.
No,
is.
they're all the fact checking is BS.
Except when except our fact checks.
Except working Crass fact checks.
That's
fact check it.
Ding. It's been fact
Yeah,
checked.
we'll have to add that fact check in and post.
We'll
I
have
think.
fact check after.
Don't think we have that slide up on our.
No matter what, you can always count on getting your facts from Working Crass Podcast. Not at all. We're a joke comedy ha-ha podcast, guys. And I just want to say that this person, whether it's he, she, them, z's, or whatever it is, my heart goes out to you.
My heart goes out to you, buddy.
This is like I want to do this all the time, although I don't want to. Clearly, I don't want to do that all the time. But I just want to tell people my heart goes out to you. It's so funny, and like act like no, that's what I mean. This is a common thing. People do this.
Yeah.
I wanted to show. Let's just watch it real quick because it's funny. But also, specifically, I've noticed, and I haven't heard anybody on any other podcast talk about the noise he makes when he does it. Listen to the
there
little.
are elections that come and go. Some elections are, important. Some are not. But this one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
You hear that sound? The sound of the chest, and then the as he pushes it out there.
Thank you.
That's how he bangs.
I'm clipping just Byron. Every time Byron does it, I'm going to clip it and be like, do you know this man? He showed up on a podcast.
Yeah, this is going to be your Joe Rogan compilation.
Yeah, just this episode. I'm sure you can find other examples.
Listen, okay. So people are mad. Everybody, like every major news corporation, is very angry at this Nazi salute. And I'm not going to pretend like he's not kind of doing like a bit of
like totally.
It's awkward. And
It's like it is basically identical to
right, exactly.
the
And
Nazi
people will get the pictures of like, Hillary Clinton like waving at people. And then they post the video of Elon Musk going, and then the sound of it's too damning.
Yeah.
And but here's the thing. He's a dork. He's a 4chan troll. Like he's
an autist.
I'm not gonna put it past him to like be like, oh, wouldn't it be hilarious if I did the Nazis? Because he was on SNL and he did like 3 like of the like white power, like the little hand thing.
Yeah.
He like this is if you're a troll and you understand troll culture and 4chan culture,
Right.
You know that like part of the thing is like
What can I say to get the biggest reaction?
what's gonna trigger the lips,
Yeah,
what's gonna make them
offensive, like-
exactly. And I think
And they took the bait.
look at this smile the whole time he's talking before he does this.
Important
It's the
someone not-
smile of a naughty little boy who knows he's gonna stir up some shit.
But this one, this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you
Here I go.
for making it happen.
I'm gonna do it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do it.
He does it on the other side.
My heart goes out to you.
He makes the same noise.
It is thanks to you.
And then he goes, my heart goes out to you, says it, and then smiles. He knows what's going on.
I don't think so.
Maybe
actually.
not. Maybe
But
not.
I think he's just
Well, he
autistic.
either does or he doesn't, and nobody knows.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
And everybody's mad.
But everybody's mad. But that's what he would. Okay, here's the other thing. He likes like meme coin and stuff. He loves trolling shit. Like I think that's why he bought Twitter.
Maybe
I think he
but
really likes this troll stuff. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, he's certainly trolling.
Yeah.
People getting upset about it.
Yes, absolutely.
But I don't know. It didn't seem to me like when I watched the video that like
Yeah.
he was trolling, it literally seemed to me like I'm autistic and awkward and weird, and I'm like I'm loving this attention right now, and the crowd is wild, the energy's cool, and I'm just like going for it, and like I don't really realize what I'm doing. And I mean, like I could,
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Is that really that weird?
I know.
Like,
No,
I
it's
don't
not
think it's that weird at all.
If you're taking your heart, sending it out, they've found other videos of people doing it too.
Yeah.
Well,
I also wouldn't put it past either way. No matter if it's accidental and he's awkward and autistic, or if it's just trolling and it's on purpose. I don't think the case is he's secretly attending Nazi rallies and is trying to signal to people that the Third Reich has begun. Like, I don't believe that's bullshit.
It's
insane.
insane.
That's like just a crazy. That's what, and that's why I think it's trolling, because I think it's funny for people to react that way, and I think he kind of knows that, and now he's playing into it for sure. Now he's like, oh well, now that you're gonna like call me a Nazi, that's what I'm gonna play into.
Well, I always say, Heil me once, shame on you, but Heil me twice.
It is a little bit, and I'll
he
like,
did Heil twice too. Yeah.
it is a little bit just kind of like, dude, chill. Like, dude, chill. You're ruining this for us, dude. This was supposed to be a good day, and now they have this on video.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
But I'm also like, the thing is I am quite optimistic right now. Like, I think people are really getting sick of this shit. I mean, you've called people Nazi for the past 10 years.
Yeah, it's the boy
if they disagree with one of your fucking insane policies, they're a Nazi. It's insane. And like, and it's not even just that. It's also that if here's the thing, let's concede, and this is I will say yes, it does look identical to the Heil Hitler.
Yeah, sure.
It looks identical to that. And let's assume for a second that you're correct. He's a neo-Nazi, or he's a Nazi, and he's like,
I'm correct. I don't think
this. I don't either. I'm saying let's just assume
the
that,
narrative,
just for the sake of argument. There is a case, a logical, reasonable case, where you could reasonably argue that is essentially what we're saying, where it's like, well, he's a troll, he's awkward, autistic, the speech didn't really seem like it was a neo-Nazi thing, or he was saying anything like that. The ADL said they didn't think it was that. He literally was at Auschwitz with Ben Shapiro. He's like pro-Israel. And
what was he doing at Auschwitz with Ben Shapiro?
He's like, get in this chamber, Ben!
Yeah, his like fingers are going like this. He's like, I'm having the best time of my life.
Ben, why don't you just step over here into this chamber? But I mean, my point is, it's like, if you make even if you just make that argument, which I think is completely, I mean, it's an argument I believe. When you make that argument, all I'm seeing are people just like, oh, you're a Nazi too then. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Are you out of your mind?
Well, it's the same strategy as 2016. It's they're all Nazis, and I can write you off very quickly. We've just found our excuse to call them all Nazis. This was the first opportunity we could find, and we're going to take it, and we're going to run with it. They're all Nazis.
And it didn't work last time, but it's going to work this time.
It didn't work the last time, or the time after that, 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 or the time after that. But the 12th time is the charm.
Yeah, if at first you don't succeed, say Nazi at least 10,000 times, and you will.
Yeah, eventually you'll get a Hitler.
If you look in the mirror and you say Nazi 13 times, a Nazi will
14,
appear.
Dude. 14 times.
Is that how Bloody Mary appears?
Yes, that's right. I kind of see it a little bit as like the guy at the party, like, we're all hanging out. We're all hanging out, drinking, having a good time. Like, let's get a little wild tonight. We start to do, maybe a little, some drugs come out. Someone starts to do some mushrooms. We're all partying. We're playing music a little too loud, and everything's good. And then, like, the next morning, we all wake up, and we're like, man, that was crazy. Wild night, man. Yeah, wild night. And one of the guys goes, yeah, man, I raped a girl last night, man. And then we all are like, wait, what? Like, What? Too far, dude. Dude,
Was she
we were
hot?
just having fun. Chill. It's the guy when
Wait,
everyone's
wait,
having
wait,
fun.
Wait. If somebody says that they've raped somebody, your response is to go,
Bro,
chill.
bro, chill.
You're not like grabbing the phone and calling the cops.
Wait. Okay.
Like
hold
I
on.
have to
Hold on.
report you.
Hold on, Lauren. Dude, hey, dude, talk for just a second.
Yeah.
Let the dudes
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
for just a second.
The first thing we're gonna ask is like,
We're gonna like
big
do
ass,
like, bro.
big tits?
Oh, no. We're gonna tell him to chill though. But Lauren, no, the first thing we're gonna do is call the cops and get that guy out of there.
yeah, definitely.
You don't understand the rape culture that we have to uphold.
Yeah, okay. It's forced upon us. We're literally, it's like we're being raped by rape culture.
That's right. That's actually true.
We're victims too.
Are we enough minutes into the episode where we can make the rape jokes yet? Yeah. We're in there. Anyway, it's the guy that takes things too far. Everyone's having a good time, and then one guy's like, "Hey, man, what about a Nazi salute, dude?" And like his friends got to go, "Bro, you got to chill. Like we're having fun,
Yeah.
but like you got to calm down." I don't know. He very well could just be my heart out to you. It just was awkward. He's autistic. What do you think, Lauren? You're autistic. You wake
And
up.
you're a Jew.
You wake up. Here's another funny. Just to throw this out. You're right. He did support Israel, and people were calling him like a
Zionist.
a Zionist constantly, and it
Literally
went from,
like 2 weeks
It went
ago.
from Zionist to Nazi, which is really funny. That's ironic.
And, yeah, very
Although in
ironic.
some circles, people say those are the same thing. So
Well,
it
that's
just
true.
depends on who you're talking
Yeah.
to.
Well, it's funny. It's the death to Israel people were calling him a Nazi.
That's a whole element of it
Look at-
too.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, but Lauren, you're autistic. Explain this for us. How often have you thrown a sick Heil to tell people that your heart's going out to them? Because you know, you're awkward. You're autistic. You do things. You know.
Well, when I taught public,
I look at you often and I go, "What the fuck did you just do?" So go ahead. Explain how maybe you could find yourself hypothetically in a situation accidentally sig-heiling.
No, that's never that's literally never happened to
That's
me.
never happened to you.
No, I have full control over all of my limbs at all
Doubt
times.
it. Doubt it.
What's the he was this tall and he lived over there joke?
Don't tell people my joke.
Okay, that's not your joke. That's not your joke. That's a
It's a street joke. But
street joke.
Well, and another one last thing.
yeah.
So like that bishop that gave that speech, or
That's what
that
we're moving
sermon.
on to next.
Okay.
Actually, that's good.
So this is a good tie-in.
Yeah.
In her thing, she says, "We need to start." And this might have been actually when she was on The View that she said this, but she said something about like we need to start giving grace to people and giving people the benefit of the doubt and not taking something as someone being evil or bad automatically. And of course she's saying that from like the position of like a leftist or whatever. And I agree with her on that.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
It's so interesting for her to say that, and like people love her. The left loves her right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then this thing with Elon Musk happens, and you're
There's
like,
no grace shown.
there's no grace. There's no like, no giving someone the benefit of the doubt. Like nothing like that. Automatically, it's you're a Nazi, and anyone who defends or argues against us calling you a Nazi is also a Nazi.
And I want to clarify, I don't want to be the guy defending the guy doing the sig heil, okay? If he's like doing the sig heil, like I'm not for like Nazis, but can we wait until he's like cutting the ribbon to the camp to be like, oh, he's definitely like a Nazi now?
Well,
It's
you know what?
it's
Yeah,
still kinda
Elon
great.
Musk does it. Everybody gets outraged. The Ukrainians do it, and nobody bats an eyelash.
Very true. Yeah,
Oh,
they put a
wow.
medal on him.
Now that one's getting us taken off YouTube.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking.
Well,
I mean
true.
specifically the Azov battalion,
yeah.
not all Ukrainians.
Well, I will say I'll defend people doing that, and here
I'll
and
defend the Azov battalion.
one, I'm sorry, it's free speech.
Yeah.
I think you should be allowed to do whatever you want or say whatever, not without consequences. I get that. But like you can say whatever you want, do whatever you want, or not do whatever you want, but you can say whatever you want. You have free speech. And there you could also make a case that isn't it like having this kind of reaction to someone like I don't think he actually did it, or like someone even making that sort of salute or whatever, like unintentionally even, it like actually you should want neo-Nazis to do this all the time because it points them out to you.
What in the Sam
Yeah,
hell
what
are
are
you
you
talking
talking
about?
I'm saying the more
Yeah, sure. That's whatever you're talking about for you, for sure.
I guess I'm just saying, like, you know, it better the devil.
I know what you're
better
saying.
the devil you know than
Better-
the devil
better
you
they
can't
expo-
see.
Yeah, yeah.
That you don't know.
You would rather have, if your neighbor is a Nazi, you would rather see him Stig Heiling.
Put
but
that swastika on your lawn,
right,
Like,
instead
that way I
of
know.
him hiding it constantly, because then you never know, and it's
Right.
a snake in the grass as opposed to an exposed snake that you know to stay away from.
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I'll expose my snake.
Never
on,
put your
on the Patreon.
never put your snake in grass. You can get a rash that way.
Look, everybody gets one accidental Heil.
Yeah, but
That's
only
the-
one.
That's the rule.
But only one. So he's out.
That's in the Torah, actually. Everyone is owed one accidental. That's fun. All right. Let's move on to this bishop that you were talking about that is in the news like crazy. But I don't want to just go to any news source to find out about this bishop. NBC might lie about the bishop. Fox News might lie about the bishop. They're all biased, and I only have one non-biased news source that I can go to on a regular basis, and that is The View.
It's The View.
So-
how do you view The View?
How do you
It's
view
The View.
The View?
There was a national press service yesterday in D.C. led by Bishop.
Man, her
Marion
hair looks like a
Everybody,
puppy.
Who made this
Man, she uses too much shampoo.
Yeah, you need to stop using shampoo.
plea to the newly elected president? Watch.
Mr. President, millions have put their trust in you.
Their fucking faces.
And as you told the nation yesterday, you have felt the providential hand of a loving God. In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people.
Why is this person a bishop when she looks like the person at the bar that should be telling me God? There is no God. Does she not kind of
she-
look like the
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
older lady? The
Yeah,
older
she does
atheist
have
lady?
resting atheist face for
Resting
sure.
atheist
Yeah.
face is correct.
Got RAF. I'm going to use
In
your
our
little
country.
arm pad here, if that's okay.
We're scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families. Some who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops.
Shady face. It's like, what?
What the heck? Here's the thing. And I've said this on the podcast before, she's not wrong. There are people and families of all kinds of backgrounds that are fearful of their lives because Trump is president. And that's crazy. And that's sad. That's sad
Yeah,
that they
it
feel
is
that
sad.
way.
It is
No,
sad.
they don't. Nobody deserves to have to live in a country where they feel like their lives are going to be threatened. But their lives aren't threatened, and it's the narrative behind the news media that's making them feel like their lives are going to be threatened, and that's unfair. And I actually agree with her that grace should be shown to these people as well. If they are afraid, I actually do think it's a good move for him to specifically reach out to those communities and explain how his policies help them as opposed to hurting them, which I think is true. But also, it's kind of sometimes it's a losing game no matter what, right? If there's a side that's just not going to listen to what you have to say, or, you know,
Or they're just going to call you a Nazi and
Exactly.
blow you off, essentially.
you can't really offer any grace to that side because there's no grace being offered back at you. So you gotta, it's like respect. You have to show respect to earn respect in both parties, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Melania looks pissed.
Melania
dude.
looks mad.
She looks
I am
pissed
going to
off.
have to hear about this all night. I hate talking to him. He is so rude. He smells bad.
He smell like cheeseburger.
don't know. I hate doing the bits where I'm like, oh, Melania hates Trump because it's a lefty joke that they love to make is that she's miserable with him. But I've also how
Sometimes it does kind of seem that
they'll
way.
go to kiss and then they don't touch at all and stuff.
Yeah.
I do like the idea that she just secretly hates.
Well, honestly, that's like an every person kind of thing where if you're getting lectured at work, you're coming home and bitching about it to your significant other.
That's true.
And they're sitting there rolling their eyes waiting for you to be done.
Oh, yeah.
I
No,
think
I don't do that, but
No.
you do that. You come home and you tell me everything.
Clock.
I let it happen at work, and then coming home is my rinsing it off. I don't have to tell anyone. You're talking about your behavior, where you have to tell everyone everything that happened at work.
And the story
I believe
just
it-
keeps
You're talking about
going
female
and
behavior.
going
Yeah, I
and
believe it's
going.
projection through confession or vice versa.
See, this is female behavior, just
Yeah.
like our friend at the party who
Yeah.
may or may not have touched a girl, right?
Yeah.
We're going to protect him. Oh, man. Our friend Elon at the party. He's sig-heiled at a party. We're like, dude, come on. We were having fun, and everyone fucking left, bro. Why'd you have to sig-heil? Oh, because it was so funny. I triggered all those libs. Those were hot women, dude. We wanted them at our party. But they were libs, and they were triggered, weren't they?
I don't want to I don't want to copy from Dave Smith, but I literally just listened to his podcast where he goes over this.
Yeah, me too.
And
oh wait, I actually, as soon as the View thing popped up, as soon as I saw he was watching the View version of this, I stopped it and went, that's saved for my podcast. I'm not watching
Yeah.
it, so I haven't seen what he says.
Well, I
but-
didn't know.
Go ahead,
I just
go
want to
ahead.
let everyone know. I did not know he was going to play this.
All right, calm down and say what you were gonna say.
No.
All right, well,
No, I mean, it's like this is a very typical tactic of leftists and people on the left is to couch their political message upon this isn't political, it's just unity. We're just trying to be nice, and this isn't a political message at all. And it's like, it is. Like, this is a political message, what you're saying. If it was not political, you want to be saying that they're afraid for their lives. You'd be like, you would just say every human being needs to be treated with dignity and respect.
Yep. And I look forward to seeing you do that in your time as a president or something like that. Yeah, totally. It came across a lot more like, I just wish you would have some grace for these poor people that you have lined up and you're ready to shoot the firing squad
Yeah.
at. They're shaking in fear. Please let them free. Please, President Trump, release the hostages is basically the vibe of the speech. Please release the hostages, President Trump. Ugh. And don't forget, listeners, to find me. You could win a grand prize if you just find me where I am. I'll give you a hint. We live in Texas.
We do?
Shut up.
Stop coughing. You ain't in a gas chamber yet.
Oh, my God. And hold on, wait.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was bad.
That was stupid.
It was stupid.
That was Working Crass's first bad joke of 2025. All right, it was our fifth bad joke.
Yeah.
All right, I've seen enough of this bishop. I can't stand to look at her anymore. Let's talk about my favorite story that I've found. This is a Mississippi lawmaker introduces Contraception Begins at Erection Act. The bill, which is unlikely to pass, would make it unlawful for a person to discharge genetic material without the intent to fertilize an embryo. Lauren, what do you think about this? You think this should be legal. You think you actually want this signed into law. You're like, finally, someone can stop these guys coming all the time.
Or it actually might make guys be like, I gotta fucking come.
Yeah, because they're not ever coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they're like, I got an erection. You gotta make me come right now. What if you get the night cummies?
I love a person to do the night cummies.
I just want to know who they're getting to investigate these crimes.
Yeah. Let me see your penis.
We're part of an elite squad known as the Special Erection Unit.
This man has an erection.
Yeah.
This man has an erection.
It's it's not an erection. It's the expulsion of genetic material, which is always a hot way. Oh, you're gonna make me you're gonna make me discharge genetic material.
Make me explode my genetic code.
Oh, you're gonna make me discharge my genetic material without the intent to fertilize an embryo. Oh. The bill introduced Monday would impose fines of $1,000 for a first offense. That's an expensive cummy.
Yeah.
That's one expensive cummy, baby.
Yeah. Are they going to legalize prostitution with this?
I don't know. $5,000 for probably not.
Yeah, I know.
$5,000 for a second offense and $10,000 for any subsequent offenses. Someone, if this by the way, this has not been enacted. It's not going to pass. Likely, I hope not. Jesus.
That's crazy.
Jesus, if this goes. Imagine the guy that has like, I mean, this is crazy because $1,000 first offense. Then the guy goes and jerks off again because he's gonna do like what you're gonna stop people from jerking off. $5,000 for the second offense. There's gonna be some guy somewhere that's like a single guy that doesn't date anyone that has like $70,000 to $80,000 in debt to the police service because he's been shacking off.
Yeah.
That's
He's on a first date
ridiculous.
and she's like, oh my gosh, is it credit card debt? He's like, no, it's coming.
It's coming. I have the most expensive gummies in the world.
Man, and to think this bill is introduced by a black man.
It is. Yep, that is right. And his name is Bradford Blackman.
And it's a Democrat.
And he's a Democrat. He's
Well, that doesn't.
Oh,
that does
I
not
get
su-
it now. I get it now.
Oh, is this a sarcastic?
This is
fucking,
sarcastic.
Like,
Yes.
oh, this
You
is.
just got trolled.
This is NBC News. They would never
I
troll me
know.
like Elon. No, this is the senator is trolling through the bringing up this act, bringing up this bill. That's crazy. All across the country, especially here in Mississippi, the vast majority of bills relating to contraception and or abortion focus on the woman's role when men are 50% of the equation, he wrote. I mean, I agree with that. This bill highlights the fact that it brings the man's role into the conversation. People can get up in arms and call it absurd, but I can't say that bothers me.
Wait a second. This is called Contraception Begins at Erection.
Yeah, I know. It's poorly,
That doesn't make any sense. It
it's
should be
poorly worded.
conception. It like isn't that how you would if like contraception begins an erection?
Yeah.
I don't even wear contraception.
Yeah.
And that's our second match.
Well, it wasn't a joke. That was serious. Who wears contraception? Only losers.
It's just weird. It's weird that it's called that, and not conception.
If you wear contraception, my heart goes out to you. I love that the audio listeners think that I'm throwing up a Sig Heil every time I do it, too.
Yeah.
I'm not. If you're listening, watch the video. Only Byron has done that, not me. We're separate people.
Well, his little pee-pee is Sig-Heiling right now.
Uh-oh, I'm going to need a woman fast. I don't have $1,000 to spare if I come out of this thing.
Gotta take money out of my retirement.
I'm just,
So would you have to get like a boner permit or a boner license to be able?
Excuse me, DMV. I would like a.
Lauren,
Or
what
like my
aren't you
boner
understanding about this? You can get a boner. You're allowed to have a boner in this rule. The rule isn't don't get a boner.
Well, but
it's
it says,
don't come.
It says begins at erection.
Well, that's the name, but that's
So this is the Edging Act.
it's the name, but that's like the don't say gay bill. It's not actually it doesn't mean you can't say gay. It's just a fun name for it, And that wasn't even the name. All right, bad example. Let's look at it on the official bill website. An act to enact the Contraception Begins at Erection Act to define terms to provide that it shall be unlawful for a person to discharge genetic material without the intent to fertilize an embryo, to provide criminal penalties, to provide certain exceptions. And what are the certain
What are those
exceptions?
Yeah, I want to know what those are.
I want to know. It doesn't. It doesn't say.
The exceptions, when it feels good, when it's cool,
Yeah.
when it's funny.
Section 1. Okay. This section shall be known and signed as contraception. $1,000 first offense, $5,000 second offense, $10,000 for a third or subsequent offense. This section shall not apply to the discharge of genetic material donated or sold to a facility for the purpose of future procedures to fertilize an embryo. So you can come in a cup.
Oh.
You can come in a cup.
And I would just like to remind you about your little thing you wanted to talk about.
We'll talk about it on Patreon. And,
okay.
That's going to be every guy's defense then. They're just going to say, yeah, I'm saving it for
later. I put it in the freezer.
Invest in sperm banks in Mississippi. That's all I'll say.
It's in the fridge, is it not? Discharged with the use of a contraceptive or contraceptive method intended to prevent fertilization of an embryo. So you could jerk off with a condom and it would be considered okay. That's like makes it even more confusing why it's called Contraception Begins at Erection. So you could come in a condom on your own and you could not be charged. Keep in mind, this isn't going to be enacted. And if it is, we got to run.
You're supposed to come in those?
Condoms? What do you do with them?
Make balloons.
I poop in them so I can celebrate No-Poo. But I have to hide all my poos because I can never not poo. I wanted to do No-Poo, but I kept pooing, so I started to hide my poos.
I don't sound like that.
Ugh. All right. Well, we are going to continue this conversation on the couch over there on patreon.com/workingcrasspod.
Come over to the couch. That's where you'll find them.
Okay. At patreon.com/workingcrasspod. And so check it out. We do a bonus episode every single week, and we don't react to stories on that. We just sit and chat as people, and it's really fun, and we find a bunch of cool stuff. Some of the funniest stuff on the show has happened on those Patreon episodes, so go check that out. And to wrap up this episode, we do have to end it the way we always do, saying what we learned. Byron, did you learn anything today?
Today?
Yeah, on the podcast.
Oh, on
what
the
did you learn? Lauren, did you learn anything today at all?
I learned that I didn't get to hear from The View, even though I was told I was going to hear what the ladies of The View thought about something.
Oh, you could have brought this up. There was a much more ideal time to bring this up than the end of the episode.
No, I said to myself, I'm going to wait till the exact end of the episode to address this issue.
Okay, well, I'm sorry we didn't get to much of The View. We started talking a lot about the bishop and what the bishop was saying, even though we saw the clip on The View. Just FYI, everyone should go watch it because she's being interviewed on the View. The View brings the bishop on and they talk to her, and I'm sure that they tell her how brave she was for doing that, and she could have been shot at any moment by the Secret Service, or
as they were trying to shoot the president.
Elon could have come in at any moment and broken your legs or something because you were in such danger. It was so brave of you to do that. That's probably what the rest of the video was. And then Whoopi goes, I gotta fart. Oh, they keep making me come out here, and when I have to fart, I tell them I ain't gonna do the show, but they keep making me go.
Whoopi does No-Poo.
Whoopi does No-Poo. Whoopi
all fart, no poo.
All fart, no poo. Whoopi ain't had a poo since 1888. I'm an ancient being. Byron, did you think of anything you learned?
No, man.
All right. Well,
no, sorry.
I learned that I care about this audience. I care about these people, okay? These people listening that are going to be winners soon if they find me. And I just want to say my heart goes out to you, all right? All right. We love you very much. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.